Hey, it's Joseph here with another quick video. And today my video is going to be a response to a thread that was started by Martin over at the Vinyl Scavenger channel. And Martin's been around for about 10 years and he's using this thread as a way to make his channel grow. He's hoping to reach 500 subscribers. And I believe he's already reached that number. The thread's been around for a couple of weeks. And the way the thread goes, it's called Red or Dead. And his take on it was to show 5 albums that have red on the spines of them, and then also 5 albums by artists who are dead, deceased, no longer with us. And of course, he encouraged us we could take this, spin it any way we want. And so, anyways, here's my take on it. First up, as far as red, I'm going with redheaded artist, and this is Bonnie Raitt. This is her first album, self-titled, Bonnie Raitt, getting some glare there. And this is on the Warner Brothers, that green label. And I've always been a big fan of Bonnie Raitt. This one is perhaps one of my favorites of her. Very bluesy approach, as she always does through the years. Her voice is beautiful. This is, of course, a very young Bonnie Raitt. And so, to get started, a redheaded Bonnie Raitt. Next up, I'm going with another redhead, and this is Red Rodney. This album is the Red Tornado on the Muse label. Red Rodney was a bebop trumpet player. He actually was part of the Charlie Parker group in the 50s, and when he would travel around with Bird down south, they would have to call him Albino Red, make return that he was actually black because, of course, of the racial situations down there in the South. But he was an outstanding trumpet player. This is on the Muse label. This is actually a white promo. And once again, Red Rodney, he continued his career into the late 70s, mid 70s maybe, or maybe early 80s. I was fortunate to hear Red on one occasion at the Lighthouse in Hermosa Beach. And just a really wonderful, warm trumpet player. And Red Rodney, the Red Tornado. Staying with the red-headed theme on this one. Another red. This is bassist extraordinaire Red Mitchell. I think this is his first album. It's called Presenting Red Mitchell. And this is on the Contemporary label. Of course, it's West Coast jazz. And this is a great album here. His first recording by his quartet with James Clay flute and tenor, Lorraine Galler on piano, Billy Higgins on drums, and he went on to have an amazing career and beautiful, warm-sounding bass. And here we go with another red-headed, Red Mitchell, presenting Red Mitchell. And of course, that was on the Contemporary label. Now this is kind of a redhead of a different sort. This is completely switching genres too. This is the album called Panama Red by the New Riders of the Purple Sage. And this is, I believe, a gatefold. There's a big cartoon feature in the middle. And this is on the Columbia label. And of course, I'm a big fan of the Grateful Dead throughout the years. Been a Deadhead, and of course the New Riders was an offshoot of the Dead. Of course, with Jerry Garcia getting his start on steel guitar, working with them. They used to open shows in the 70s, and I really like the country rock sound of this album. Panama Red is perhaps one of my favorite tunes by them. It always brings a smile to the face, the kind of the drug high cartoonish nature of it. But great band, great country rock. And so staying with the red theme, I'm here with Panama Red. Now in this case, I'm kind of just going with the way Martin intended. And this album is by the French singer Francois Hardy. This is, I believe, a self-titled album. It's just called Francois Hardy. Of course, it's all red there in the cover. And there's the back. And there's the spine, it's all red. And I was very fortunate to discover this album and this artist because about 3 or 4 years ago, I was at a thrift store and I found about 6 or 7 early pressings of this great artist. I had never even heard of her, and I found her on YouTube and checked her out, and she's a great legendary French vocalist, kind of a pop French vocalist from the mid '60s. I think they called it the Yee or the Yaya sound. But anyways, enjoy her music. Most of it's in French. A couple of the albums I got, there's a little mixture of some English, but I definitely need to give this a little more spins because it's really delightful music and it's also quite valuable. And that is on the Reprise label. Let me switch it over here. Reprise. Okay, that takes care of the red section. Now we're gonna go with the dead. And I'm gonna be able to share with you a couple of thrift store finds that I found recently. And I listen to a lot of music by music of the past, so unfortunately a lot of those people are no longer with us. And I was really surprised to find this album in a pile that was not even priced at the thrift store, and the owner, she was very gracious enough for me to let me look at it, and I was just so surprised when this one popped out. But of course it's got this beautiful cover of the woman floating in water, and the name of the album is Bill Evans, Jim Hall, Undercurrents. And like I say, I was just really shocked when I found this one because I'm a big fan of Bill Evans and Jim Hall. This is a duo album with just Bill on piano and Jim Hall on guitar, but it's a legendary album on United Artists. And once again, when I found the album, it was a little dusty, a little dirty. It needed some TLC. The cover's in good shape. It's just got this little chip in the corner, and so I was really happy to find it cleaned up beautifully and super quiet. And this is one of the great finds in the last couple of years from a thrift store. Another recent pickup is at my local record shop recently. Is this one's Live at Bill Graham's Fillmore West, and this is a great blues rock album from the '60s, featuring legendary guitar player Michael Bloomfield, who definitely left us way too early. He had some personal some habits, drug habit that eventually got to him. But here he's in fine form, of course. Bloomfield was a member of the outstanding Butterfield Blues Band for a couple of years, and he was one of the founding members. And here he's just ripping red hot blues with Michael Bloomfield, Mark Knopfler, John Kahn on bass, and a great horn section. So another one that left us way too early is Michael Bloomfield. And this, of course, on the early Columbia label. Next up is an album that was recommended to me by when I saw a video from Ernest Aldridge on his channel, The Trailer Park Pimp, and he highly recommended this album as one of his personal favorites, and that's Alex Taylor, Dinner Time. You might have seen this album in the budget crates from time to time, and great album cover with Alex eating his watermelon there. But great southern rock, really funky, really soulful, bluesy. It's got some of the members of Allman Brothers Band backing him up. It's on the Capricorn label. And Alex is actually the brother of James Taylor. I think he also had a brother, Livingston Taylor, and a sister, Kate Taylor. But tragically, Alex died way too young. But he definitely left a couple of good albums. This is the only one I've heard, but I'm definitely going to have to check out some more of his music because it's definitely gritty, funky, and full of a lot of soul. So that's Alex Taylor, Dinner Time. Another artist who left us way too soon, and she's one of my favorite female artists from the UK. And I found this one at my local shop recently. Really surprised to find it because it was only $2 and it's in great shape. Sandy Denny, like an old-fashioned waltz. And this is on the Black Island label. And once again, Sandy Denny from the UK. She's really famous for being, of course, a member of Fairport Convention. She went on her own after I think only two or three albums with the Fairport Convention, but such a beautiful singer. And it's unfortunately she left us too soon, but she did leave a couple solo albums. This is my second album that I have by her. I'm on the lookout for all the rest. But Sandy Denny, Like an Old-Fashioned Waltz. And last but not least, this was another pickup at my local thrift store, and I was really happy to find this one also for $5. And this is B.B. King live at the Regal, legendary blues album. This is on ABC Paramount, Black Label. And what can you say about B.B.? Of course, one of the great bluesmen of all time. This is, of course, one of his great classic live albums, along with Live at Cook County Jail. But actually, I've never owned this album before, so I was really pleased to find it. And heard B.B. King quite a few times through the years. Always an amazing show. Such biting guitar, great vocals, and it's all there here in his legendary album, B.B. King, Live at the Regal. So, anyways, that's a take at my at the thread, Red or Dev from Martin. Check out his channel at the Vinyl Scavenger. Hope you like this video. Like, subscribe. Till next time, Joseph out.